In Oglethorpe Square downtown this morning with all that you need to know before the big day tomorrow. She's dancing, she's having fun, she's rocking and rolling this morning. Good morning, Alexis.
I can't help it, you guys. It's game day. It's here. If you've lived in Savannah for any amount of time, you know it is all about St. Patrick's Day, and we are ready to go green. You can see behind me, I'm going to step out for just a minute. The barricades have already been placed in several of the parks. Later on today, they're going to put those barricades up around the parks, and by tonight, they're going to kick people out. And why? Because there's a land rush tomorrow morning. One of my favorite events is folks claiming their land so they can cook out and enjoy the parade. And here to talk about how to do that safely and without issue or event is Sergeant Jason Manley of the Savannah Police Department. So let's start off with talking about what the land rush is, what it's about, and how people can get here safely and park.
Absolutely. So every year in Savannah, the land rush is a Savannah tradition. So the land rush, more or less, is the running of revelers on the morning of the parade, trying to get that best spot in one of our historic sites, one of our historic squares along the parade route.
And so in doing so, people just have to be mindful that by tonight, they can't get here early, claim their spot tonight. So you guys are going to be making sure people are out.
That is correct. So we will have both security guards and city officials, city marshals, that will be going through and kicking everyone out of the squares at around 10 tonight. So that means everyone will be asked to leave. So please do not bring your tents and don't bring your stuff and expect for it to stay there. It will be taken.
And then 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, what happens?
At 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, the city will officially reopen the historic sites here, our squares, and the madness will begin.
And people need to know that if you're planning on parking and like packing your car with all your supplies, that's fine and great. Make sure you take a look at the parade route and where you cannot park. For instance, Oglethorpe Square, you can park. You can park on the east side. You cannot park on the west side. So make sure you go to WSAV.com/St. Patrick's Day and find out where you can park. Okay, so once people have grabbed their spot, it gets pretty crowded around here, and a lot of folks are bringing their families. So let's talk about how to keep the kids safe and pets.
Absolutely. So during the actual festival event, in our primary zones, we ask that you leave your pets at home. Don't bring your pets with you. The only exception to this is actual residents who reside there may take your pets for walks. Along with that, if you do bring your pets, you will be escorted out of the festival area. It's not something we want to do, but it's something we have to do.
And no snakes this year.
So this year, reptiles, to include exotic animals of any kind, are prohibited in the festival areas.
And, people like bringing their snakes because, St. Patrick's Day and it's a whole snake thing. But no, can't do that this year. And then what happens if a child is separated from their family, which is a nightmare?
So absolutely. Unfortunately, this does happen. We suggest that you snap, save, and share. What that means is every year many children come here to the Savannah area. There's large crowds, sea of green shirts. Your children will be children, so it's easy for them to become lost and be separated from their loved ones. We suggest strongly that you take a picture of your child or children on the day that you're coming to the festival event. This is important, and it will aid law enforcement and other public safety officials in locating your child quickly and safely.
And then finally, let's talk about those high school kids, teenagers who want to come to Savannah and can get in on the grown-up party, and they're probably going to do that. We really do want to encourage safety for them and a designated driver or an Uber.
Absolutely. So there's the City of Savannah offers shuttle services. In addition to your shuttle services, there's ride shares. Uber is a big thing. So, call an Uber. If you're going to drink, call an Uber. Do not drive.
Be responsible. We're going to talk more about how to have fun safely and enjoy this fantastic holiday weekend when we come back. Right now, we're going to send it back to the studio with Ben and Kim. Guys?